Hey guys, what's up? I am finally going to make a video about my drawing tutorial on how I draw eyes. I figured I might as well just start now. I'm sorry if the quality is really bad. My phone is like sitting on top of a glass cup and an old Pringles can. But yeah, so we're gonna go and start. I'm just gonna start how I personally draw my eyes. So, usually I like to start by kind of drawing a really kind of wide line. And I usually darken it a lot because that's what I use for my eyelid. After that, I just kind of curve everything together. Everything is like top lid is like a frowny face. And the bottom lid is a smiley face. After that, I learned different methods to draw my pupils. I used to do them like anime style, have that big giant pupil, kind of almost, and I have like a little reflective, and of course shade in the pupil, and I kind of leave it like that. And I never really drew my eyelashes the right way. I'll draw them like that, and it's not really supposed to be done. You really just want to like draw them like this. You want to fan them out in like different directions. Like that and stuff. And then I didn't know, and that's how I leave it. That's how I used to do it. What I now do it is that I would take the line and I'll take the pointiest part of my pencil and I'll do a really gentle line and I'll just curve it again with a softness, and then but this time I make that, instead of that bold, I make it really sharp like that, and it's really small. It's really small. And then I would take that and then I kind of like gather it up together, and then I'll take this big giant one and then I'll shade the rest, everything in. And then this time I'll actually add the other second of the eyelid because that's usually what you're supposed to do. And I didn't really draw eyebrows and stuff like that to give that full feature. And so you're just gonna take it and you're gonna do the exact same method almost with it, but this time you're gonna draw an eyebrow. Basically, you want to take your eyebrow and make a U, and then make some lines for a straight. I'm just gonna do a straight simple eyebrow with a little point at the end, just like that. Nice simple serious face. And then when you color in your eyebrow, you want to darken the very end and then shade your way really light all the way to the top, so it's a contrast. And that's how I draw it now, and that's how I used to draw it. And so yeah, again, I apologize if the audio is really bad. If you want to catch more of my drawings, you can follow me on Instagram at BeautyDD. So now I'm going to move on to my nose part. For this, you have to have a really special tool. What I got for Christmas is really cool because it's an art case. It has different pencils, a sander, a little mannequin stand, and a little paper roll. I can't say the name correctly. A ruler, some other things, and some sketching paper. What I'm using right now. What I'm going to do. Let's just set my camera back up and stuff. I'm gonna take my paper roll and that's what I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna also kind of show you how I draw my noses. So I'm just gonna take my 3B Raphine sketch pencil that I've been using, and you want to start off with a triangle. And I learned this from one of the other YouTubers that I watch of drawing. And then you're gonna put kind of a circle, like a and stuff like that. And you can already tell it kind of looks like a nose. You want to take a picture, and you're literally just gonna like smear that almost all. And you want that. And if you don't feel comfortable yet, you can keep doing it just to kind of get the nose part, and that's what I usually do. And once you get done, you're going to put some nostrils. And why not, just really simple, really easy. Why not, and that's how I usually do it. Usually, if I don't draw my methods like that, like I'm gonna bring one of these old pictures that I drew. I did their nose really pointy and stuff like that, and my eyes were different because it was a different style of cartoons. And each of my different characters are really different. So yeah. Since this is so far going on to 6 minutes, I will move on different other kind of eye shapes you can do. There is, I prefer to keep my eyes like this. I draw a lot of eyes more than what I do anything else. For me, if I want something aggressive, when I'm like really not caring, I kind of like will pre-draw the eyelid and stuff, and then I'll draw the pupil, so that way like the eye looks really kind of like, oh okay, kind of mood, and then I'll shade in the rest, and then like I'll gently shade in the eyelid, and then I'll like, if you do this method right here is where you want to like start drawing in the eyelashes, not like on top of here, because that's where the eyelids close. So you just take that and then you just kind of feather it out and stuff like that and whatnot. And then I usually just draw the eyebrow again, just so I can like get the feel of the actual eye, see, whatnot. And then like usually I'll just go a little extra. For water, I kind of learned you just want to draw like some kind of like a teardrop shape under the eye, and then like a little swerve, almost kind of a really waggedy kind of tear line, because tears, they just don't like fall like actual tear duct like that and whatnot. So yeah. And guys, don't be afraid to use this eraser. This eraser is here for a reason. People make mistakes. I make mistakes a lot, and I erase a lot. I go through erasers a lot more, and there's no shame at all. People make mistakes, just like Bob Ross' famous words is, okay, we don't make mistakes, we make happy accidents. But yeah. That's one of the eyes that I usually draw a lot. The other eye I usually draw is more of a I usually, when I really want to be cartoony, I kind of take the eye a lot more farther than what I usually do. I make it really big, like a really big anime eye, and that's only if I'm like drawing a cartoon and whatnot. And see, oops, sorry, I'm going back to my eraser because I drew the line too short and too heavy. But again, it's okay, everyone makes mistakes. Really hope this audio is doing well. So for the anime eye, you want to make it really big. This is my kind of anime eye. Everyone has their own ways of how to draw anime eyes, but when I really want a lot of detail in there, I do the oval and I shade it in. And usually I will do like one little reflect, and then I'll kind of do like a heart at the bottom, kind of like that. And for me to really color in the eye so it can make a lot more, I grab my color pencil pouch, which is filled to the brim with different color pencils and Sharpies. For this one, I'm going to take, we're gonna do a purple blue pencil, and then we're going to take a dark blue. So these are the two colors I'm going to be doing for that enemy eye. So yeah, after I got everything done, I usually start off with my darkest color, which is what I start coloring. I usually color the outside first, and when you draw, you want to draw like on the outside. So I start with that, I have everything colored, and then I take my other color and I kind of blend it in. Now everyone knows you can use a white to help blend in the colors together a little more, unless you have like Prismacolor or some other fancy pencils. And then that's when I'm going to redraw my eyelid, and then redraw my big old lashes, and then some bottom ones if you want, optional. And then from this eyebrow down, I'm gonna take it, you're gonna take your eyebrow and you're gonna put it really high, and then you're gonna curve your line and make some form of an arch. Drawing eyebrows will be probably the easiest thing ever to draw. And don't forget to leave that very light shading at the end. See? Boom, now you have an irritated anime. So yeah, this is my mini tutorial, or like what to get me started, or what you will see future on. Again, please follow me on Instagram and like and sub. I really want to get this channel going, and I really want to show what I have to offer, and hopefully me and you can grow together as a better drawer and better people. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, night. God bless. Mwah.